Hello, I'm James Yates, a solicitor advocate at Cray Co. I'm going to be taking a moment in this short video to set out what kind of things can be done as a parent when your child is accused of an offence. The first thing to know and remember throughout everything that I'll be saying today is that as a solicitor, our duty is to act in the best interest of our client, in this case your son or daughter. We will look to protect their legal rights and advise them on how to proceed throughout what is a difficult process. This will invariably mean that as parents, an element of trust has to be placed in us, and you may find that you end up having less control than you may be used to. I don't say this to worry or frighten you, but it is something that is often difficult for parents to adapt to begin with. An example I would use is where a young person has been accused of some kind of sexual offence. It's often the case that children are uncomfortable speaking about intimate details in the presence of their parents, and that's entirely understandable. In such a situation, it is sometimes best if parents are not present during those difficult conversations with us so that we can take a better picture, a fuller picture of what happened in the incident in question. However, that's not to say that parents are cut out of the process entirely. It's quite the opposite. Things that you can do as a parent start from the very beginning of the process. If the police wish to speak with your child, or if your child has been taken into police custody, then you are able to make contact with legal representatives on their behalf. When we are contacted by parents whose children have been taken into police custody, we are able to call the custody sergeant at the police station, inform them that we are taking initial instructions, and have a telephone conversation with the person in custody. We will see if they want us to represent them as their legal representative in interview. While it is ultimately the choice of the person in custody, they then have the choice of who represents them, either us, or if they're happy with the duty solicitor, they may stick with them. When it comes to police interviews, there is sometimes a determination that a young person requires what's called an appropriate adult to be present during that police interview. The role of an appropriate adult is to care for the person's mental well-being while they're being interviewed. This allows their solicitor to focus on protecting their legal well-being. Appropriate adults cannot answer questions on the person's behalf, but they can be in the room providing emotional support during an interview. However, as I mentioned previously, there are situations whereby the parent or guardian is not an appropriate person to have in an interview, in which case an independent appropriate adult will be appointed. A parent's role does not end at the police station, however, and in the event that a matter is taken before a criminal court, a parent remains a key role in providing the support that's needed for the client to withstand what is invariably a very difficult process. If the matter is before a youth court, for example, parents or guardians are often asked to speak at sentencing hearings if a conviction is entered, to give further information about their child from the person who knows them best. Even in adult courts, insight into the person being represented is often best found from a parent, the person who knows them best. The parents play a vital role within the criminal process, from acting as an appropriate adult in interview to providing support for your child during the process, a process that is invariably a very difficult time in their lives. Your role within that can be key. And if you wish to speak with us, or if you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to get in contact. I hope that you found this short video useful.